Hi, and welcome back to my second podcast, or welcome to my second podcast. So, mm, first of all, I thank you very much for your heartwarming messages about what I actually updated about Iran. And just to make another update, first of all, I don't want to get into political things because there is when humanities basically vanish. But the good thing is that I heard mm, my brother. Still, there is no internet. Still, people are completely isolated and actually you're hostage. And yet, I was able to receive very short telephone call from my brother, and I talked also to my sister, and my niece is okay. And even though the telephone was it was a very short telephone call, but everything is okay. Now, back to updating. As you recall, I ordered some yarn and I was very excited about it. So I started this one. I wanted to make a t-shirt. I had a plan for it and very excited, beautiful yarn, and everything was ready. Now I started to cast on, and after a few rows, I discovered that the measure was wrong. So I unraveled, cast on again, went on for a few more rows, few centimeters, and then I discovered something very strange. I ended up with 3 slits instead of 2. And so I unraveled it again, then I started all over, and I told myself, be concentrated. So I almost finished it. And then I had this feeling that there is something wrong with it. I don't know. I checked it, most probably not quite well. And I thought, no, this is most probably my feeling. And it's not true. Everything is okay. I finished it. And I even used Italian bind off. By the way, that's the worst thing you can do if you have to unravel. Now, unfortunately, it was my problem. I ignored it, I finished it, but I thought whenever you feel something is wrong, you have to double check instead of just ignoring it. So I had to unravel again, and as I said, with Italian bind off, it was very difficult, but in the process of unraveling, I lost a few centimeters of yarn, well, few grams of yarn, and I started all over again. This time, everything was okay. It was exactly how I planned. I hope you can see it, except the day that I wore the t-shirt, Zuma jumped on me and she broke 1 lace stitches. You can see it's here. I mended it, but then I thought it's okay, and I'm finished, and I don't want to unravel it again for the 4th time. That reminded me of something, and of my mom. Every time she made a mistake in her knitting or casting on, and she was always saying, oh, I don't know on whose steps I cast on. So maybe uh, that's not the pattern, and it's just environment. I don't know. That's what she believed. That is environment, energy. I don't know. But this was honestly a kind of incredible adventure. And apparently, this shirt had to be finished with some problem. So I decided to, I had another yarn and I decided to use this one to make the same pattern. Then I, among my stashes, I found a lace weight yarn of Knock Yarn that I ordered, and I had one yarn left, which was about I think 450 meters, and then I had a couple of yarn mohair from Roban. I finished this one, which basically still needs some touch, like I have to actually take care of these extra yarns and put the bottom in front. Then I started to think about summer, let's say a little bit more summery things. I again had this mix of cotton and linen, and I started this sleeveless top, which I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, I'm going to update you most probably as soon as I finish it. And as of now, I'm happy with it. It's a lace work, and I think it's very summery. And well, we'll see where I go with this one. And then, while I was checking my stashes, I thought we keep stashes somehow like something extra. We scroll, we find something random, and we make it. But you know, it never feels like the excitement of the new yarn that we buy. So this year I decided to change that a little bit. I separated my stashes in few different baskets. So cotton and linen together, merino and wool and cashmere, even though I don't have so many cashmere yarn, but that bit of cashmere yarn that I have in one basket. And then I also separate them by weight, heavier yarn in one basket and lighter one like fingering and lace weight in another basket. So, and instead of asking what am I going to do with them, I thought I'm not going to buy yarn because I have lots of stashes, and I think you know, I can finish one or at most two work per month, also because I have other works to do. So I thought, making a list of what I want to make. I have two birthday coming, and I thought for my friends that are there will be their birthday soon, within a couple of months, I will make two beach bag. Then I thought I'm going to make one beach bag for myself, then a hat, then maybe a crochet swimming suit, which I don't want to buy a new swimming suit. The one that I have is a little bit old, but I thought that it's better using those stashes and make a swimming suit, which I'm going to update you with that one. Then I thought that I make myself a colorful top. I have a bunch of leftover different color. I thought I'd make a top and a summer t-shirt. While I was looking at Pinterest, I saw this crochet top with the pants almost to the knee size, and the color was very dark. I think it was dark brown, but I thought I'll make it colorful, summery. A pants, I mean a short, and a top. And suddenly my stashes felt like new yarn, not leftover. Another update which made me very happy is that, as I told you last time, I received this actually request from my editor to make a book cover, and I'm very happy with the result of the book. And the second thing I did is I started a new project. You know, I have a friend who has a farm, and usually when the spring starts to the end of almost autumn, she always sends me a big basket of eggs every 10 days, and I never buy eggs. But in winter time, I do, because of course the chickens during the winter, they don't have eggs anyway. And then I end up always with this egg packages that they are like a kind of very good quality paper, in my opinion, like a papier-mâché, and I really feel bad to throw them away. So I decided to start one project with those egg baskets, bags, that the boxes that I have, and I decided to, because they are not big, they are actually this small size, and use actually the cover part that I can use, it become even smaller. So I decided that with that I can start a series of painting, and I call this series Eggception. So the first two are done. I have another 20 boxes to work with. So I'm preparing myself also for an exhibition, and the exhibition is about events in Iran, especially women, and I'm very excited about that. I have some plan, and so these are all what I'm doing right now, and my plan for knitting, let's see where it goes, and I update you next week. So until then, goodbye and see you next time.